Today I'm making something that I've always referred to as fake sausage, which is basically just adding sausage seasonings to any meat you have around. Today I'm using a pound of ground turkey, and I'm going to be adding some seasonings as it browns. And there's several advantages to seasoning meat as sausage yourself. One of them is for health reasons. You can make the blend however you like it without MSG, with whatever level of healthiness of spices you like. Also, you can pick your own meat. You can use ground turkey for cheapness factor, or any meat that you find on Manager Special, or you can make it healthier meat, and you can use your grass-fed beef or your pastured pork that you get and turn it into sausage yourself. And also there's just the convenience factor. You have some meat around, but you don't have sausage, and you'd really like some for some dish you're going to make, and you can just throw some seasonings on it and make a sausage substitute that, not quite sausage, but it's a really good fake sausage, and in some cases, once you get the taste for it especially, you might actually come to prefer it. One of my nephews was telling me he really missed my fake sausage a while back, and so I need to make him some fake sausage pizza soon. I've got the pound of ground beef in here, or ground turkey, and especially because I'm using ground turkey, which is a low-fat meat, I'm going to add some lard, which helps a lot with the sausage feel. Obviously, if you're using ground pork, you don't need to do this, or meat that's high-fat already, you don't necessarily need to, though it can still help with the pork flavor. So that's just a big scoop of lard, maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons. And then I'm just going to start adding a lot of seasonings. And what I'll do is I'll measure them out for you, which I don't normally do. I normally just kind of shake and then let it cook and taste. But I will measure them out, and then I'll taste it at the end and adjust if needed. So I'm going to start with 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And this does not make a hot sausage, but it does make a very flavorful, savory, well-spiced sausage. And then 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Then I'm going to add a teaspoon each of oregano and of basil. And I would add thyme if I had it, but I'm out right now. You can really do any combination of green spices that you like. And then cumin. This gives a really nice background flavor, but because it has such a strong, deep flavor, I'm only adding a teaspoon for now, and then we'll test that and see if it's good yet or not. And then half a teaspoon of black pepper. Adds a little spice without making it too spicy. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of paprika, which will add some of that kind of spicy sausage impression without actually making it too hot, because the paprika is not very high on the heat factor. At least the paprika I have is not. And you can always just add cayenne to taste if you do want a hot, spicy sausage. And then I'm going to add half a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is one of my favorite spices, and it's very good for you. But it does tend to have a weird, kind of bitter-ish aftertaste if you get too much of it. So you really also want that to stay a background flavor. And then I'm going to start with a teaspoon of salt. And of course I'm using the pink Himalayan sea salt that I always use, which has lots of minerals in it. And then I'll just stir it all up and wait for it to finish browning, and then taste it and see how it is. Alright, that's looking pretty well browned, so it's time to give it a taste and see how it is. That is pretty good, and it has a good balanced flavor, but it doesn't have the intensity that I like in a fake sausage. So I'm going to add a little bit more flavor here. Another teaspoon or so of basil. And I think another half teaspoon of cumin. And then I am going to add just a couple little dashes of cayenne to this. So there is fake sausage, and I hope you enjoy it.